What's going on, guys? Gabe with Dork, and in today's day trading video, we are going to give you a simple presentation on ATR. Now, I feel ATR is quite possibly the most powerful indicator out there, not because it gives you entries or exits, but it keeps your expectations in check and also helps you to set your stop losses. Now, what is ATR? The average true range indicator shows how much the price of an asset has been moving over a period of time. In other words, it shows how volatile the asset has been. It helps traders predict how far the price of an asset may move in the future, and it's also useful when deciding how far away to place a stop loss or profit target. The ATR is a type of moving average of assets price movement, usually over a period of 14 days, but can vary depending on your strategy. Let's jump into the chart here because we are in the daily and we're using Lucid as an example. And the average daily range is $1.71, highlighted by this number here in the corner. So we highlight our current day, we see the range $1.71. That is at or about an average range. And we could see that the current price is trading at $26.37 with an open of $25.85 and a high of $27.27. Now, according to this average, we know that we pretty much fulfilled that range as we approached $27.27. Surely there was room to move even further up to $27.50. However, knowing this average range helps you keep your predictions in check, especially if you're someone who plays, let's say, options. Now, the ATR is a 14-period moving average. So if you're on the daily, it will give you the average over 14 days. If you're on the weekly, it will give you the average over the 14 weeks. And for those who like to play options and you're thinking like, okay, what strike should I get for a weekly or a little further out? The ATR is telling you at or about 439. So what you want to do is be extra conservative and maybe cut that number in half or to a third, and therefore your strike price should be $1.10 over the current. So at $26.40, maybe you're going to play a strike at $27 based on this average. Again, this keeps your emotions in check because it's very easy to go into places such as StockTwits or Webull, and you're reading the comments and people are saying 30 end of day or the stock is going to plummet, etc., etc. But the fact that you have the ATR indicator makes you a more empowered investor and less likely to be swayed by social media. And this is really, really important, guys, because yes, even though we want to trade with the trend, we don't want to be influenced by other people's ideas. So we go back to the chart here. Now I'm using Webull to enable this indicator. We go to indicators, edit indicators, and then we find ATR. You click that. It now becomes a subchart. Now we're on the weekly, so it's giving you the average of the past 14 weeks. Now, if you're into scalping on the minute chart, you're also going to get a range on each minute candle. So the range is at or about 7 cents. So if you're looking for a quick entry and exit, and you do in fact know how to read the RSI and the MACD, etc., etc., this would help you, again, keep your expectations in check. But also, a more powerful thing about the ATR. Let's go ahead and go to the 4-hour here. Let's say we are trading Lucid. And by the way, disclaimer, full disclaimer, I do have a position in Lucid. However, if we were to enter a trade and we know that the average range on the 4-hour is 89 cents, then I know to set my stop loss double. So your stop loss is 2 times your ATR. So you do not end up getting stopped out. So we like to go ahead and take the ATR and we double it. So here we have 89 cents. We double our stop loss to $1.78 at or about. So our stop loss would be $26.37 minus $1.78. And then we rock and roll. Our profit taking area would also be 2 times to 2.5 times. 2.5 times, 89 cents. would be at or about $2 or over $2. So your profit target should be 28.36, right? So your stop loss should be 2 times the ATR. Your profit target should be 2.5 times the ATR, or whenever you feel comfortable in exiting your position and you see that you've made some money. Now, again, this is not an indicator that can forecast the future. This is an indicator that gives you very real data so that you can intelligently enter a position, intelligently place a stop loss, and intelligently make money with expectations. Here's the other benefit to it. As you're trading as a disciplined trader and following the ATR, anything additional, anything extra, if Lucid moons to 32 today, well, congratulations. But you did have your stop loss in place to prevent massive loss. The ATR, whether you're on the 4-hour, which would then take the average of 14 periods before, or on the daily, which would take the average of 14 days before, the weekly or the monthly, you get your averages. Now, if you were going to play options on a monthly, you would be able to see that the average range is 1261. Keep in mind, guys, this is not telling you the direction. It is telling you the range. However, if you were thinking about entering a call or a put, you would go ahead and place your strike a third of what the ATR is. So $3. So your strike is $29 a month from now. It's really that simple. This is Gabe with seodorks. I hope you learned something. I'm signing out. Peace.